YouTube family, back at our studio property today, and we are so unbelievably happy every time we pull up to this building. It is giving us all the vibes, and it's just so rewarding to finally be over here renovating this space. And I know you know that our plans changed. We were gonna do this as a rental place, but now it is going to be my dream studio. And I could not be more excited. The possibility of having a great big work area to work in instead of my small, although I'm very thankful for, glorified closet of a studio art room I've been using at the house right now. This is gonna give me so much more space to spread my wings and be able to do all the things I wanna do for my handmade business, for my YouTube DIY videos. All kinds of stuff is gonna happen at this studio space. So I'm so excited. Yesterday, it was an absolutely stormy day. Actually, yesterday and the day before, it was super stormy. So Philip and I were like, what can we do on our super stormy day to make huge progress here at the studio and not be painting the exterior of the building? Because obviously we're not gonna paint in a thunderstorm. And so Philip and I actually spent about 24 hours straight scrubbing and cleaning out and taking down drywall and prepping the inside of the building. So although it's still looking a little rough, it's clean, it's scrubbed, the dust is out, the floor's not too bad in here. I'm gonna show you. We got rid of all the bad drywall so we know where we need to add some new things. We checked out insulation. We checked out all the wiring in here. And then yesterday we also met with an electrician. So we're gonna talk to you about that in today's video as well. Based on my face, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to brace for it. Ooh, there's some putty on the walls. We got some stuff prepped. You can't see behind my little faux curtains that I made of drop cloth. That the windows have been scrubbed, the frames are all clean. We did so good. Look, getting ready. You can see my mop and bucket. I was mopping and bucketing.
Yo, the quote we got to do the power in this building, I have now become the official electrician for this building. And I don't think we're gonna get power in here. I think what we're gonna do is go solar.
We're gonna go completely off grid for this cabin. I almost fell over. First of all, the electrician was supposed to meet us on Thursday, as we mentioned earlier in the week that we were gonna meet him probably on Thursday. Right. He never actually wrote me or showed up on Thursday. So we weren't even thinking anything about the electrician.
Having a great day.
We were having so much fun, just like super pumped to be here. Phil's working on some of the wiring right now, which we're gonna show you today. But so we're here cleaning, we're like on a roll. We're so excited that we're getting the inside like really cleaned up, getting everything organized in here, you know, making plans. We were on cloud nine. Some vehicle, a van, pulls up to the front and Phil's like, somebody's here. And I was like, what? Well, I didn't invite anyone here, so I don't know who would be here. So I go out to the door and it's the electrician. He pulls up and he comes into the building and he's like, oh, sorry, I didn't write you yesterday, blah, 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 which was kind of annoying, but you know, it happens. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm showing him around. He didn't really look at anything. He just kind of came in the door. And then I was like, you can see all the wiring is brand new. Like someone did it and it looks like they did it all right. Like there's vapor barriers behind the light things. You know, all the wiring looks really good. And not that I'm an electrician, I know a ton about wiring, but as you remember when we did the studio build back in Ontario, we were part of the whole process of wiring up that entire building. And we were able to have everything done properly. And so we kind of knew how much we thought it was gonna cost to have the panel box put in. So we know what it costs to have all the wiring done. We dug the trench, they hooked it up to the panel box in our garage. You know, we had a lot of work done. Yeah, we even bought a upgraded panel box, and it was about $750 in total for all of that work to be done. So all the wiring is already done here. All of the wiring goes to one spot that just needs to be hooked up to a panel box. We're looking for a 200 amp box. So I'm thinking like $200 plus tax and labor to put in the box. And then maybe the panel box would be between like $300 and $450, depending on the brand and quality of the panel box. We got quoted, without even looking at it, $4,000. $4,000. I literally almost fell out of my shoes standing in the, I didn't know. First of all, he said 3,000. Kind of was like, yeah, probably like 2,000-3,000 something while I was standing with Philip. And then when I went out the front door I was kind of like, okay, I didn't even really want to keep talking about it because I was like, that's not even in the budget. I'm not going to stand here and waste this guy's time. So I was kind of trying to like lure over to the front door, be like, hey, well, yeah, I'll let you know. Like, I'll get back to you. Let me think on it. Because I honestly didn't even know what to say. You know, sometimes when you just like don't even have the words, like I didn't even know how to respond. I wanted to be like, are you for real? But I didn't want to be rude. So I kind of was just trying to get him outside. Well, as soon as I got away from Philip and out the front, and I was like, yeah, okay, well, I'll be in touch if it's something that we can fit in the budget, which we can't, by the way. And he changed the whole price to $4,000. And I was like, okay. So from standing with Philip, he said $2,000 to $3,000. And then to me, that would probably in the end come to be $4,000. So something a little fishy going on there. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe that's what it costs to get it done. But regardless, it's not in the budget. This is for my handmade business. This is not like coming out of our family bank account budget. This is something that's not a super huge priority. This is a luxury that I'm going to get to have some extra space here. It's not something that I'm willing to like set back other projects or set back any of our family finances to put in $4,000 panel box so we can have lights and power in here to make things more convenient. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our solar generator. Philip's going to try to wire up the lights and outlets here to be solar so that when we're over here, we can have plugs and lighting. And then we'll go from there. We're going to see, obviously, how things go working in here over the next several months. And if it's something that we want to add later, well, then you know what? We get a few other quotes. We shop around and we see if we can do it more in budget. But $4,000, I'm betting you're just as shocked as I am. You got this, babe. Power to the studio.
Oh, we got lights.
Let's go! Woohoo! High five! Good job!
Lights. Look at it.
It's so good.
Turn this one on. See
It looks like Olympic flames. I'm sure there's some bugs in there. We did just buy light bulbs. Oh, maybe we forgot a cleaning spot. We forgot a spot that we didn't clean. Oh, we literally forgot that spot. Look at the blades. Ew. Okay. So we picked up some LED light bulbs because they're going to use less power on the Jenny.
Yay! We got lights!
That's so fun. We have all this insulation that's been put aside that from when some drywall stuff was taken down. So we're just saving that in a safe place for now. And then we got all this cleaned up. So was this a propane heater?
Yep.
So this was a propane heater that was in the building. So I don't know if we'll ever use that because there's baseboard heating in every corner of this place. So Philip's gonna hook everything up.
Let's go!
I'm so excited. Hey, you just saved $4,000. We just spent $40 on
solar.
Some of these, some electrical tape, and some morettes. And we're gonna have solar power to the studio. So just for reference, when we were here the other day, we were using a whole bunch of stuff on the generator. We were here the entire day. I had everything plugged in at home and charged to 100%. We spent the entire day here and left with 94% of our generator. And you've seen us when we've been using things outside on our property, like we've done fencing all day and barely gone down 10% for the whole day using power tools and lighting and charging phones and laptops and camera gear and all the things. So I'm pretty sure that we can go for a pretty long time here with just using the solar, even if I'm using our power tools. And that's just the one generator that we have.
No, that's without the panels on.
Oh yeah, that's without the panels on as well. Yeah.
It's charging.
Yeah, we could be solar charging and operating with it at the same time. So like, honestly, what more do I need here? We don't live here. We're just here sometimes to do our work.
What a win!
I can't believe it.
I got it.
I'm so proud of you. Good job. So I just thought that maybe this might inspire you if you have a small project that you want to work on, whether it's a small project or a big project, doesn't really matter. You can start something that you want to do with literally next to nothing at all. I understand that I have this building here. This is something that we work towards with our last goal that we have to be able to do this. But just like when we first started our YouTube channel, we literally started with absolutely nothing. We were actually going to the dump to find things to be able to have materials, to be able to do content so that we could start doing our YouTube channel. So just like what I'm doing right now with this handmade business idea, doing my DIY kits and doing some of the projects that I'm working on behind the scenes, I'm starting with little to no budget at all. I'm using exactly what I have. I'm trying to make the absolute best of it. And with this same thing, just like we did with our YouTube, we'll slowly be able to get some more of the things that we need to make this even better, bigger and better as we go. And we're gonna work in increments and just kind of earn our way each step of the way, just like we've always done before. So hopefully that inspires you to not wait and just do something that you're hoping to do. Just use what you have. Try to make the best out of everything that you already have and do your dream goal. Okay, so our fan definitely got hit when all of the drywall fell on this side in that big storm. And so it's a little crickety. I'm only playing it, I only have it going right now to show you what it's doing. And there's a lot of bugs on the inside because I didn't clean the fan. So definitely we're gonna need a replacement fan, but I think we can just pick one up at like a rehab place or something.
The fan is
currently
trapped, but it's working. It might fall down.
I was like, we just have it on just to show our YouTube family that it's working and it's on, and that Philip's solar mechanicals are working great.
Okay, I really hope this works.
We don't have anything else to plug in but the saw. Yes! Let's go! You're amazing. We did it. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Good job. Okay. Look how happy are you right now?
Oh my God, she's static. We got there. We have airflow. We got lights. It's action. We got lights, camera, action, baby.
We even caught rainwater last night in a bucket out back.
Oh my gosh, we're off free living. Let's go.
This is so exciting. So on this side, I need to put up some vapor barrier, and I think I have 4 pieces of drywall at home left over that we can actually use to fill in this space. I'm guessing I would only need 4. And then I just have this little spot over here, and we might even have a piece that can fill in that spot that we can worry about doing in there later. But I think it would be really fun to just get the vapor barrier up here and then be able to re-drywall the upper part there that fell in the move of this building, and then also this back wall. So I have all the 4 walls in this side all completely done. You can see I have my DeWalt scroll saw in this space right now, and I'm gonna explain to you something about that in a second. Philip is outside right now. Finally, the sun went down. I hate to even say that because it's been so lovely, but it's so hot. So it's nice that it's gone down for a couple minutes. But you might be wondering, what is he building? But he's actually building a stand to a second DeWalt variable speed scroll saw.
Oh no, why on?
Why on earth would you be building a second? Maybe so that, maybe so that Philip can cut while I'm cutting. No, if only that was the reason. I was about 4 days into cutting all of my DIY kits, and you saw with the roll of receipts how many orders I got for my first ever Elysia English Create With Me kits. And you wouldn't even believe what happened. You've seen me use my DeWalt 20-inch variable speed, amazing, works like heaven scroll saw over the past couple of years on our channel. I do so many projects with it. It has never given me even a little bit of a problem until I was 4 days into cutting for my Elysia English kits. And guess what? I went, turned the power off, walked into the other room to tell Philip something and to get myself a refreshing drink. And then I came back, and guess what happened? My scroll saw would not turn on. Well, we searched the province high and low for a scroll saw of any kind to be able to finish my kits. And when you see my kits on August 15th, you're gonna see why it was so important that I had a good working saw, because there were so many cuts, and each kit took me several hours to cut out everything by hand with my scroll saw that's in each and every box that I put out, handcrafted. So we called every hardware place in the province of Nova Scotia, and no one, literally no one, had a DeWalt scroll saw. And so we were like, what are we gonna do? So I finally located one 4 hours from where we live, and we drove first thing in the morning, really early. We got there with 10 minutes to spare of the store closing, so we could then get back in the middle of the night so that I could keep cutting, so that I could get my kits shipped out in time. You just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. But let me just tell you, that was a bite to the budget, because the DeWalt variable speed scroll saw, the package that is the only one is available, came with a light, a stand, which I already had the stand, and the saw. It was almost $1,000. So that wasn't the greatest start to starting my kits, but you have to do what you have to do. So what we're gonna do now that I was able to finish my first kits and get them out, and I have a brand new saw, is we're going to take the saw that's not working back 4 hours away one day in the next week or two, and drop it off at a place that the place that we got this new saw told us they knew a place about 5 minutes down the road that we could take my broken saw to and hope that maybe they might be able to repair it, which means that then I'll have 2 so that this never happens to me again where I have to go into complete panic mode. There were no tears.
No.
There were no tears, but they were almost there. In the moment of panic, how am I going to get this accomplished? And so I'm relieved I have a brand new working saw, and I'm hopefully and very, very optimistic that there's nothing too seriously wrong with my saw. I just didn't have enough time to order a secondary online or send that one away to get fixed in time for me to finish my boxes. So
we checked the fuses.
We checked everything, power cord, everything seems to be working, so we don't entirely know what it is. And at that time, it was like 3:30 in the morning. We didn't really have enough time to really diagnose it and take this thing apart. We just knew we needed a new saw pronto so I could get those done. So here's my new saw, and you can tell how many hours I already cut on my new one because I'm already wearing the top layer off my deck. So that'll show you how much time I took to prepare all of my kits. So this one came in a package, so I ended up with a second stand, even though I already had one, but I couldn't buy anything individually. And this time I got a DeWalt light, which is great to work with it because now I obviously have a spotlight for my work and it has the movable arm so I can put it where I want it. So that was a nice addition. I never had that part before. So now this one's gonna go on a stand beside this one. We are gonna send this one away to get fixed, hopefully in the next week or 2. But we're gonna plug them in here and go side by each. And then we'll be able to either tag team or I have a backup in case anything like that ever happens again. Philip's been putting together this stand that has the 80 million pieces.
That I'm done. I'm sweating.
He's literally dripping sweat. It's so hot out.
This is the second stand I put together.
I was like, I don't remember putting together the first one. He's like, that's because you didn't put it together.
Well, I remember all of this.
So we're going to do a little bit of like a couch or sitting room kind of area just in this corner here so that if we're working here late at night and the kids are here with us, then they can sit, we'll have a TV or they can play on the internet or do homework or projects they're working on, anything in this space. But for right now, look at our lovely couch, lawn furniture. But I think it'll be cute just to have like a little credenza there and a TV. We can bring the Xbox over. We can do a few things. The kids will have a comfy spot here. So some nights when I'm working on orders, I'm up pretty late working. Hey, look, we can do teamwork saw cutting once we get the other one fixed.
Tandem
cutting. That'd be super fun. There's outlet there. It's perfect. New spot. We still have to tighten the stand all up, so we're gonna do that in a sec. Okay, look at how shiny the deck is on the new one on the left compared to the one on the right. I didn't realize how well loved my old saw was and how much I've really used it. Look at that.
Oh yeah, look at this. This is fun. We've got
off-grid power. Power. Sweet. That was actually a lifesaver when I was working in the middle of the night the last couple weeks working on the kits. Ooh, fun. Okay, and I told you that I was gonna go really big with my idea with doing my Crate With Me boxes, and there's something that I just got in that's going to be a game changer for me to be able to do more advanced projects on my boxes, be able to make a lot of things that I can put in as freebies. I have so many ideas and I'm so excited to try this out for the first time and to show you the new addition to the studio. Okay, we just got back from doing all the work for yesterday's video and doing the work at the new studio property. I just came home to unlatch our gate and there's a parcel here. I've been waiting for this parcel. I'm so excited. Look at this. There's a box. 2 pieces for this already came. Look at what it is. X-Tool P2. Let's go. London, did you see Mommy's X-Tool showed up? Whoa. Holding the straps was a bad idea. Jeez Louise. Oh. Woo. Holy. Okay, we know we gotta go over there.
Okay, we can do it.
Yikes, this thing's heavy.
I think you need a bigger table.
This is like would have taken up the whole studio at the house. The whole table. before we even knew we were coming over to this space, I launched my DIY kits, and you've been hearing me talk about them. So exciting, dream project. I've always wanted to do this since I was a little girl. And then a company reached out to me literally the day after I launched my kits. And I was already so over the moon because I had sold so many boxes in the first 24 hours that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna handcraft and hand make every single one of these, make them with love. This is amazing. I'm gonna cut out these extra things to put in. And I was so excited. And I opened my email and I got an email from a brand. And this brand wrote a very nice message to me saying that they believe in me. And they're so excited. They want to cheer me on, and that they had something special to send me to be able to help me with my dream project of my Create With Me boxes. They were pretty excited to see that someone else was going to be launching some creative boxes, because who doesn't think that the world needs more creativity? And they thought that I would be a great person to represent something. So they sent me an amazing tool. They sent me the X-Tool P2. This is a dream machine for me to have.
Open it up, open it up, open it up.
I can't even believe that they sent this to me. And they sent this to me along with 2 other products, which we didn't bring today. I'll show them to you in another video when I figure everything out, because I'm brand new to this. So we're gonna learn this together. So this video is not a sponsored video, but I wanna show you an unboxing of this. More like, you know, marking a milestone for my own journey of this small business I'm doing. So those of you who don't know, the X-Tool P2 is a CO2 laser engraver. Laser cutter. It does so many things. We're going to explore a lot of different projects using this, and I could not be more excited. I could even fit in this box. It's so big. My arms can't even reach to lift the lids up. I'm going to keep the box because we're not going to be leaving this here. I just want to unbox it, because until we get the rest of the studio done, we'll be using this at home, so that I can run it when I'm not at the studio. Is it literally white and gold? Did they literally send me white and gold? Oh my gosh. It's so gorgeous. I wouldn't be able to lift the whole thing over myself, but so nice. That's not a good welcoming gift to the new studio.
Right?
I don't know what is.
Welcome to your new home.
I want to thank X-Tool for not only seeing my videos in the first place, but thinking that I would be someone that would have some creative ideas to be able to show the capabilities of this amazing machine. This is something that would so not be in the budget for my handmade business to be able to just purchase to utilize. This tool will be a machine that will help me to make extra money for my family. This tool will help me to be able to send things to our YouTube family members when we want to do like freebies and giveaways and different things. This tool is going to help me to be able to create even more amazing and better projects for my kits. All my kits are going to be handcrafted, but that doesn't mean that there won't be some fun things that I get to put in my kits that this tool can help me to do. And I'm just like over the moon thankful to have this. This is incredible. This is so amazing. And they not only sent me this, but they know that I often work on larger projects as well. And the X-Tool P2 already does larger size projects than many other CO2 laser cutters on the market. So this is already an upgrade from anything else that I would be able to buy in this type of machinery. And then in addition to that, they sent me a conveyor, which allows me to work with really long boards and put in huge projects, and it will auto convey it in, which I'll show you in another video because I haven't obviously used it. I'm just getting this, so I have some learning to do before I can show you. And then they even went one step further and sent me a riser that goes under this machine to raise it up so that my imprint inside can have even wider and deeper products that I could put into it. I can't even. So thank you so much to X-Tool for thinking of me and for cheering me on and believing in me. It means so much to me. This is just incredible. And like they gave me my colors, like white and gold, come on. There is a dark gray black colored one that is the ones that I've seen online. So they know Elysia English pretty good, I think. This is so exciting. It's gorgeous. This is not the table that it is gonna have to stay on. We're gonna need like a really sturdy table for this.
That's a sturdy table, but it needs a bigger table just because of the riser and then the longer material. You want a table that's gonna let you do bigger projects.
It's a pretty heavy machine too, and these have like the fanning out legs.
Yeah.
That just make me think that I need a little bit more of like a sturdy, I might have to build myself something to put this on, but I just couldn't wait to show you this super fun thing. Again, this video is not sponsored. I just wanted to send a thank you to X-Tool and show you the new addition to the studio because this is gonna be so cool. Like so cool. So it's nearing evening. The X-Tool packed up in the truck. We put my saw, we have my old one here. We have the saw packed away in the truck. Generator says we have 57 hours of leaving the lights on until it dies. So we're gonna leave the lights on overnight. We got it all plugged in over there. We're just doing a little bit of like evening cleanup from like opening packaging and stuff. I think I'm gonna have to wash the floor like 80 million more times to be like not drywally and sawdusty, even though we haven't cut anything in here yet, but we're getting there. So tomorrow's gonna be a lot of fun because in the morning I have some really fun, important meetings, like phone call meetings, different things for some things that are coming up on our channel, which is so fun. And Phil's mom and dad are gonna come here tomorrow and see what we've been doing here. They're not even gonna believe it because they actually, woo, let there be light. It's so fun that there's lights in here. They haven't seen everything we've been doing in here, and we let them know today that Philip was able to get the power going and that we've done a big cleanup here, and they haven't been in here. So I think it'll be really fun to show them what we've done. So they're gonna pop by tomorrow afternoon for a little visit. The boys are gonna come with us here tomorrow, and the boys and I are gonna try to make me a great big work woodshop island, like 8 feet long, on casters, so I can roll it around. And I think Philip's gonna bring some wood from home. We have a bunch of scrap, and see if we can make a proper step, because one of us is gonna break an ankle. My little scrap wood from the far side of the property. It's great to save our knees for a few days, but definitely not something that can be there long term because someone's literally gonna roll an ankle. So I think he's gonna try to put together some type of a step in the next day or so. And we're gonna see, we'll see what the weather does, but that's kind of in the cards for tomorrow, so stay tuned. Also, fingers crossed we don't get any more rain like the last couple days, because I would really like to get the other 2 sides of the building painted. Also, don't forget that on August 15th, my first Create With Me kit box video will be live on our channel. So stay tuned for an amazing DIY video on the 15th.
Like, that makes a difference. 32.
So 32 wide. So it's gonna be my storage room.
Wonder if it's the same as that door.
We're just trying to see and record our measurements so that we can hit like a rehab place maybe next time we go to the city and see if we can find any doors that would be a match.
It says 80 1/4.
80 1/4. Okay, and then what's the bathroom one? So my plan is that this door, this over here is going to be shelving, storage, keep things in there so that not everything gets covered in sawdust. And then this side's obviously a bathroom.
32.
So 32, and then the same height. Okay, so we need 32 by 80 1/4 for both. That's a pretty standard door, I would think.
And
so
what is this door back here? This beautiful.
A little too see-through for a bathroom. I mean, like if you don't care about privacy.
It's a 30.
I wonder what it was in here for, though.
I don't know. It would make a great like closet door. Cause I don't know.
Well, it's too narrow,
It's
so
too narrow.
it's got the gold
You can
inlay.
make this narrower.
It's so pretty.
Bring this in a bit.
The gold. It's got the beveled glass. It's a great door. Too narrow, though. I don't even think it was the right height either.